congratulations on being part of such a fun show. And Jolie, I actually wanted to start with you because I've had the pleasure of meeting you in person for the first time at the Rook here in Los Angeles at the Getty. And I thought it was interesting because not only are you somewhat reunited with a former co-star from that, Adrian Lester, this show also has abilities. And you were a lady in that show. You're a lady in this show. However, I was wondering, when you get the project and it comes to you and they say, okay, this is your character, are you able to pronounce her whole name? Because I was watching in subtitles and it's like Lady Eularia, and then I'm even looking at it right now, Morger Hanger. And I was like, wow, that does not, it doesn't roll. Yeah, it doesn't roll off the tongue.
Well, do you know, the funny thing is everyone was like, how do we pronounce it? How is it Eularia? Is it Eularia? And actually, I think it was decided that it was Eularia to like rhyme with malaria. And I'm sticking to Eularia.
I think I was Eularia.
Yeah. Okay. We agree on Eularia. Yeah. So those that are saying Eularia, there you go.
Yeah.
Frank, I'm wondering for you how fun this character must have been, because there's a little Robin Hood in this. There's a little sober Captain Jack Sparrow.
Well, it's interesting question, because we've been talking a bit about this, but often the things that look the funnest are not necessarily so fun. I mean, I'm not a comedian, so for me the comic timings and also sort of exuberance of spirit and to be kind of not take things too seriously was something I had to work on. I had to work on not overworking almost. That was kind of my my brief to myself. So although it looks like a lot of fun and was a lot of fun, it was also quite technical, as this slapstick kind of humor is very technical, and digging out punchlines is actually not necessarily fun. It's a lot of repetition. That's what I found. A lot of is the punctuation on this word, or is it this word, or is it on the and, or is it on the they, or and this kind of quite heady stuff. So yeah, it definitely a lot of fun, and a lot of fun to be in and to watch, but also I found it difficult. Yeah, I have a lot more admiration for comics having done this, actually, I must say. Yeah.
Enyi, I gotta say, your character gets involved with this whole thing. I mean, he doesn't want the world to be a bad place. No. So and I just gotta imagine for an actor for you, it's got to be so fulfilling to be this character, because you're everywhere. You're with all the different people in the show and everything.
Yeah, it was amazing, and being involved is really, really great. And knowing and following and being part of the story is a real gift on a big project, because you know where you are, and sometimes you don't when you drop in for a day every 2 months. So it was really good, and it made the job longer, but it made it easier for my work. So yeah, it was great.
And then Jolie, we take a couple episodes before we kind of meet you. The whole time I'm watching, I'm because I'm such a big fan of yours, I was like, when is she coming? When is she coming? I want to see her come in. So it takes a couple episodes, and you come in, and you are just dressed to the nines. And the first thing, besides just seeing your, the Eularia, the name on the subtitles, I was thinking, man, I'm wondering if you spent more time in that hair and makeup chair than maybe even on set, because just your hair alone, I'm like, that is a lot of hairspray, probably a lot of bobby pins and everything else. So I was just wondering, how was it just getting into costume? I don't know if you can even breathe. I don't know if there's a corset that's crazy, constricting you.
All of the above. Yeah, literally the corset, that and the hair too. Yeah, you're right. That would take hours, but I actually was on set more hours than I was in makeup. And because what is lovely is that the scenes are actually quite dense, and as Frank was saying about the timing is so particular. And I remember one scene we were doing, I don't know which episode it's in, 6 or 7, and it was incredibly hot because we have no air conditioning in England, and it started publishing house peak summer, and then we had to go down the stairs and sort of amidst the junior publishers, and it was just like there's a little tip I have for costume drama when you can't eat because of course it's too tight, but you're about to pass out, and these glucose tablets, so you just take like a little half of that.
I found Tully a little bit sort of, because it was my idea, the moustache and everything. But then when I'm in the moustache, I do find it a bit difficult to take myself seriously. And also with the boots, I sort of looked like Puss in Boots, and then the big hat. So yeah, that I suppose I probably tastefully, for my taste, preferred Devereaux. For me and Tanya, the makeup artist, we had a lot of fun with the selection of moustaches and all of this stuff. So it was fun, but it was also slightly humiliating at times.